What's this life for? Well, let me just double check something here real quick. There we go. Now I got the other camera recording. So, ding ding, it's Big D back here with our next video. And on to the next title. Still getting started here. There'll be a little 4 video series here, probably just 5 minutes in each one of these. We'll see how it goes. It's basically, it talks about my purpose, why I'm doing this channel, why I believe in what I'm about to do, and what is so important to me. First of all, it's just because the world needs all the help it can get, right? So what the heck? Second is, I pay my debts. Nobody can ever come back to me and say I didn't pay my debts. But only my debts. I don't pay anybody else's assumed debts that they think they have a right or that they're entitled to over my work or my labor. That would be slavery, and that I'm not agreeing to, no matter if it's a pre-1933, 1934 thing or whatever, a 1988 thing or whatever. I pay my debts on my own. And I don't do slave work, Democratic or Republican, or crown work from another throne somewhere from some other family that thinks that they own my stuff, because that doesn't happen either. And it might have been able to get they might have been able to get away with it to a certain degree if that's the case, but and this is part of the reason why I've done that too. And thirdly, of course, and probably most importantly, is I defend that which is mine. I own my own identity before anyone or any person or government does. Again, my disclaimers are basically on my other video I just put up before this one. My intro to my top 10 YouTube channels are on the last one. And I've got myself to the point of where it's, pretty much easy for me to just do a 5-minute video and put it out like this, and then I can do a series of 4 of them, and it just makes it so much nicer for me. But I finalized the last of everything that I did, the last note, or my last video on video 7, about who I am and why I'm doing this, and I'm bringing this up to date here now for the last minute and whatever here. My series, and still getting started, is it has, as like I said, my purpose. Just again, brief mention on my disclaimer notes, and an intro to my top 10 YouTube channels, and I pretty much explain why on them, and the types of news I cover, my interests, who I watch, why, the merits and pitfalls, and then I'll end that series. But in the less than a minute here, I'm just going to make the time to again regurgitate that in life we all have to deal with the realities of what it is that is before us and presented. And on a daily basis, as things kind of get out of hand, we begin to see that something else is taking shape, and what is governing and guiding us. And to those things I say, okay, I'll do my part, but now wait a minute here. We've got some things that I'm not so necessarily sure you're doing in the right direction or whatnot. And like anybody else that has any kind of common sense, that you should be able to say what you can about it and not feel in any kind of derogatory way that you should feel like you're guilty or shameful because you've done so. So that's going to wrap this video up, and I'm just going to go ahead and get right back into the next one here. So hang in there.